Morning, they all break through the snow. Desk assistants Liz Zambrana, Chris Rouch, and Lynn Walsh.
David Cruz in news production.
Evan Bindleglass handling production at WCBS880.com.
Lisa Turnkovich and Tom Dwyer are writers.
Producer Andrew Evans.
Managing editor Steve Holt.
And assistant news director Robert Sanchez.
Ray Hoffman with business next.
Just so fitting. I just want to hear it for a few more seconds. WCBS News Time, 8:54.
In a tough economy, you have to focus on what's essential, and there's nothing more essential to our future and our economy than New Jersey's public schools. But Governor Christie has cut state aid to education by $475 million. As a result, school districts are already saying they'll have to raise property taxes and lay off teachers. Now Governor Christie is talking about cutting education by another $1 billion this September. Cuts that will mean larger class sizes, fewer programs in math and reading, and not enough books and materials in classrooms. Governor Christie's cuts will hurt New Jersey students. At the same time, Governor Christie wants to spend $1 billion to cut taxes for New Jerseyans who earn over $400,000 a year. Cutting $1 billion from schools in order to pay for tax cuts for the rich? These are the wrong priorities for New Jersey. Tell Governor Christie, New Jersey needs to maintain its excellent public schools, not cut taxes for the rich. Paid for by the teachers and support professionals of the New Jersey Education Association.
WCBS News Time, 8:55.
Let's check the business news. Ray Hoffman, Wall Street Journal.
And as long as you don't go too deep into the numbers, it's a pretty hot economic report to have the economy expanding by 5.9% in the October, November, December quarter, which represents a slight upward revision from the initial estimate and a pretty fair acceleration from the 2.2% GDP growth rate that we saw when the economy was just barely out of recession back in the third quarter. But an awful lot of this is inventory building. The figures on real final sales and consumer spending have been revised a little lower, and that's an indication of still soft demand. There is some better news on the economy right around here from the New York City purchasing managers. Their index of current business conditions, and this is a February number, is up more than 4 points to the highest reading since 2006, a 77. And this is one of those indices where 50 is the dividing line between growth and no growth. So a very solid number. And another good sign that companies are feeling better about their prospects, more dividend increases. The Gap is raising its dividend by 18%. The earnings rose a larger than expected 45% last quarter. S&P futures have come off their highs. They're now suggesting no more than about a 10-point opening gain for the Dow. Business at 25:55. Ray Hoffman of the Wall Street Journal on WCBS News Radio at 80.
Traffic and weather together coming up. WCBS News Time, 8:57.
Congratulations on landing the job. I'm really excited for you.
Thanks. How's your search going?
The job market's tight. I mean, I can barely get an interview, and I've got student loans to deal with. You're lucky, you know. The National Guard paid your loans off.
Luck, the Guard's a smart decision when you can still make.
The National Guard Student Loan Repayment Program can pay up to $50,000 if your existing student